Everyone's hyped about the race, but the real winners were the brands that hijacked Vegas without touching a lap time. The fastest thing wasn't the cars. It was the conversion funnel disguised as spectacle. Vegas 2025 proved side quests print money, LEGO Caddies, Bottas weddings, and a women's title coronation that sold more than champagne. We're breaking down 8 off-track moments that moved culture and wallets, qualitative plays with metric Easter eggs. Attendance held around 310,000, but spend per head jumped roughly 8%. These activations are why. I'll show how each moment quietly converts to renewals, upsells, and partner expansion. Let's start with the pink Cadillac that outdrove the podium. LEGO's cool-down car with Terry Crews is the blueprint for family-safe chaos that monetizes attention. Observation: a bright pink life-size LEGO 195's Cadillac rolling the podium, trio to the Bellagio, Crews belting 1,000 miles. Drivers in LEGO glasses, instant meme fuel. Insight: that's not cute fluff. It humanizes champions, crosses age demos, and extends watch time on post-race highlight reels. When you get dads, kids, and casuals to share the same clip for different reasons, you collapse the funnel. Evidence: 10 million plus social views. Gen Z LEGO brand mentions up around 20%, earned media north of $5 million, and a measurable 25% spike in 2026 hospitality inquiries, attached to Red Bull and Mercedes keywords. Okay, but actually, the unlock is utility. The car was a roaming backdrop for fan content, so every selfie becomes distribution. That's free placement at scale. Now here's where it gets better. Bottas officiating a pop-up wedding at the LEGO Chapel. Observation: Valtteri's side quest persona keeps compounding. This time he's a Vegas minister walking fans down the aisle. Insight: lifestyle storytelling soft-launched Cadillac's 2026 vibe, approachable, playful, American-coded, without a single spec sheet. You turn a driver into a lifestyle node and make the brand feel like a person you'd hang out with. Evidence: over 2 million TikTok duets, a 15% lift in merch pre-orders clustered around Cadillac chatter, and vows that sounded suspiciously PR scripted because they likely were. Plot twist: that's category expansion. You're no longer selling race pace, you're selling membership and a culture that lasts with you. Third, Dorian Pinn's F1 Academy pit lane coronation. Observation: Mercedes and Prima poured into pit lane, P1N shirts everywhere, Toto and the boys hugging it out. Insight: women's motorsport isn't CSR, it's growth inventory. Lifestyle partners need safe, aspirational narratives to sell to new audiences. F1 Academy is the perfect on-ramp. Evidence: 8 million F1 TV streams, female viewership up roughly 30%, about $2 million in new Academy-linked sponsors, brands that care about inclusivity-first positioning and actually have budget for it. Can we talk about how this funnels to premium too? Parents who show up for Academy buy into the weekend, then ladder into mid-tier hospitality because the entry story is wholesome and hype. Mini micro story. TikTok first edits of these 3 moments outperformed raw race clips in several US markets. Why? Shots were framed for vertical, beats hit at 4-second intervals, captions did the joke lifting, and CTA overlays pushed viewers to in-person experiences. That's engineered virality with a shopping cart attached. Meanwhile, everyone ignored the real TA. These weren't random, they were conversion choreography. If spectacle pulled new eyeballs, Disney and Hello Kitty turned them into shoppers. Disney XF1 was a weekend-long onboarding flow with characters as sales reps. Observation: Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald in the paddock, Disneyland Band and Adrian Lyles on the anthem, a phantasmic-coded drone and water show at the Bellagio. Insight: embedding household IP de-risks family spend. Parents know exactly what they're buying. A safe, premium outing where the kids are entertained between sessions. It also preps licensing pipes for 2026 drops. Plushes, pins, mini helmets, park tie-ins. Evidence: parade content outperformed driver Q&As on socials. Average merch basket size ticked up where co-branded teasers appeared. Early waitlists quietly formed via QR captures around the fountains. Now here's the part that kills me. When your anthem becomes a content event, you just monetize the deadest minute on the schedule. Hello Kitty with F1 Academy is the APAC to West Bridge. Observation: Hello Kitty fan zone. Grid meetups. Kitty waving the checkered flag after race 1. Insight: kawaii culture isn't just cute, it's a collector economy. Micro-communities pay premiums for limited runs, and they evangelize in private group chats where ads can't reach. Evidence: collab merch sell-through pacing ahead of projections, saves to shares ratios beating race highlights, and lead capture via fan zone QR flows that fed email/SMS with near zero ad spend. Okay, but seriously, this is a youth pipeline. You seed 13 to 18-year-olds with Kitty today. You sell them hospitality upgrades 5 years from now when they have disposable income. Special liveries and helmets operated like mobile storefronts. Observation: reflective chrome neon liveries under the floodlights, glitter glam and superhero-inspired lids. Insight: limited time visuals create scarcity loops and turn every sightline into a shoppable moment. Photos aren't just memories, they're product pages in waiting. Evidence: UGC volume spiked at night sessions, scan to buy QR conversions beat 2024 baselines, and secondary market pricing popped for Vegas-only drops. Meanwhile, everyone screamed it's getting too theme park. Counterpoint: fans tolerate theatrics when it feels native to Vegas and drives access. If the show gives them closer touchpoints, meetups, photo ops, affordable collab items, they'll accept sequins with their slipstream. And this is where they messed up. By they, I mean anyone still measuring these activations like banner ads. These are gateways. Disney captures families who usually sit out motorsport. Hello Kitty activates collectors who buy multiples. Special liveries seed FOMO that keeps people on site longer, spending more often. The real metric is renewal velocity. How quickly a first-timer becomes a repeat buyer, and then a premium buyer. Celebrities weren't just flex, they were conversion engines with measurable sweet impact, but we'll get there. Beyoncé and Jay-Z doing 200 miles an hour with Hamilton wasn't just stunt casting, it was a distribution hack. Observation: two cultural monopolies. Beyoncé's Hive and F1's global base collided in a single clip. Insight: when an artist with fashion, beauty, and streaming tentacles touches your product, you borrow their conversion muscle. This is cross-category halo at work. Evidence: north of 50 million impressions off organic posts, plus a measurable 12% ARPU bump in premium suites where celebrity-adjacent experiences got bundled into packages. Now here's the part everyone skips: the long tail. House 44 licensing searches climbed, Timon merch saw a spike in high-margin items, and sponsored decks suddenly had a proof point for culture reach. That isn't a vague vibe, it's receipts. Meanwhile, the Paddock Elvis army matters more than it looks. Observation: impersonators at entrances, a signature Vegas pageant energy, repeating year after year. Insight: place-based rituals make an event ownable. When fans can only get that flavor in Vegas, you're not just selling tickets, you're selling tradition. Evidence: repeat purchase rates trend higher on Vegas-only lines. Sentiment analysis leans positive on signature moments, and acquisition costs drop for returning buyers because the ritual itself becomes the hook. Plot twist: tradition is performance marketing. You don't have to rebuy. Let's add the sphere exosphere in the geo-fenced AR filter. Quietly the most measurable play. Observation: 29 brands cycling across the sphere, but the killer feature was a hot lap selfie filter you could only unlock near the strip. Insight: hybrid OOH plus AR turns foot traffic into leads you can nurture. Evidence: 150,000 AR posts. Engagement up about 40% versus 2024 static buys, and strong renewal chatter from brands like T-Mobile, tied to attributable funnel performance. Okay, but actually, the magic is attribution. When you can show a line from billboard to post to email capture to purchase, you stop arguing about awareness and start negotiating rate cards. That's the celebrity flywheel, meeting a Vegas native tradition stack. One pulls mass culture into the tent. The other keeps them coming back on a schedule you can forecast. Observation: attendance steadied around 310,000, roughly flat to 2024, but spend per head climbed. Insight: Vegas shifted from novelty event to engineered marketplace. The sponsor mix diversified away from casino heavies toward lifestyle and tech, which spreads risk and opens bundles you can upsell across categories. Evidence: ARPU up about 8 to roughly $1,050, driven by dynamic pricing on new grandstands and frictionless payments in fan zones. Hospitality revenue cleared $150 million with one grid clubs and deeper F1 experiences, tiering pulling the average up. The Sphere carried 29 brand activations versus 20 the year prior, and citywide economic impact moved to about $1.6 billion. On the right side, LVCVA extended its $10 million sponsorship through 2027, which isn't just cash, it's leverage for partner renewals. Pattern time side quests generate UGC. UGC creates FOMO. FOMO lifts premium upsell, and premium upsell accelerates renewals. Therefore, Vegas 2025 wasn't luck. It was the maturation of a system that monetizes attention flow, with fewer dead zones and more shoppable moments. Design side quests with utility, officiate, serenade, badge, scan, so every moment captures data or triggers commerce. Build IP bridges. Kid-safe mascots outside, premium suites inside. Treat liveries as storefronts with scan-to-buy overlays. Pair big OOH with geo-AR for attribution. Pre-sell rituals as membership perks and track repeat buyer uplift. Vegas 2025 proved the fastest lap didn't win the weekend. The side quests did, and they paid real money. Your move. Which moment would you scale first? LEGO cooldown, Bottas weddings, Hello Kitty fan zones, or the AR-fueled Sphere combo? Comment your pick and exactly how you'd monetize it. Subscribe for the unglamorous playbooks behind glamorous events. I'll drop templates next.